It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-80. Helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
To the Northwoods. They'll present the Neil Simon comedy Beyond Bubbles female version Friday and Saturday night, the 9th and 10th at 7 p.m. at the Presque Isle Community Center. Admission is free, but donations are gratefully accepted. Reservations are needed.
And we'll give her an eyeball. We'll see what happens. You have to kick that pail out of the way.
Where am I going?
Well, wait. You gotta watch me, Ma. You can't.
Oh.
All right, now we can go down. How are we looking on that wall?
I kicked this thing just a centimeter, really. This corner.
How about our line? Kick it to the line. All right.
Whoops.
Okay, so now we just need to make a quick measurement to make sure we are.
There.
Yeah, we'll say 68 3/8.
What is that one?
69 and a half. Yeah, we're supposed to be 6 foot dead center. And I'm at like, that's it right there. Right. That does it. Now we just need to measure, mark everything, and then push along. We got one wall built and stood up. Working on the second wall. This is our last piece of treated that is warped to no end here. This is a little out of hand. Time to build the second wall. These are the tricky walls because we need to incorporate the pipes into the wall. So this wall has vent with 2 supply lines, and then this wall that's coming through here in the center of these has a vent that needs to go inside the wall as well. So yeah, to say the least, these are tricky. So we got our vent coming up through there. We'll probably have to come up a vent through there, through this wall, and then, yeah, we'll be good.
Wow, muscle man.
I don't like that. I should have checked that. We're a little high. God damn it. Yeah, too late now.
Maybe your trusses don't even hit them.
Well, if it does, we're gonna suck it in no matter what.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Want that side?
One cup of coffee. I'll get that side.
You don't have to help, Julie.
I'll supervise.
Maybe slide it that way.
All right, that should do her for now.
Get your fingers under there.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
Just a hair away from that.
If this mark on the cement is what you want, I'm an inch away yet. Should I kick it?
Yeah, just a tad. That should be good. Close. So the measurements that I'm making on the top and bottom plate are probably the most crucial of the build. They matter. So going by your plans, where your openings are going to be, the rest is basically fairly simple, just manual labor. Where your walls are connecting, where your doors are going to be. Yeah, it's a pain. And then what size doors you're going to use, how big your opening is going to be. So it's good to have your plans handy and then have your rough openings measured. Make sure your wall connections on that side and this side match so that you're parallel with the wall. So this wall that we're building now has a door, a wall connection, and another wall connection at the very end. And then we have our wall connection to that wall over there. So yeah, it's definitely time consuming to get this done. And then once this is done, then we can start throwing all our studs in. And a key to this is to make sure you work from your openings out. It matters. So we have an opening here for a door. We have a wall connection, which matters. And then we have another wall connection over here. This will be an opening as well. This will be a closet, small closet, maybe a linen closet right across from the bathroom. We have our door. It's looking good. Such a time-consuming piece here, but it's very critical. This measurements on these boards matter. So this is our bottom plate, our top plate. So when you do your measurements, you get your measurements laid out on both plates so that when you separate them, you know exactly where your lines are supposed to be. It's good. I like it.
Raise it sideways so you can pick it up. Shade corner.
Last wall. Can you grab that tape, man? Well, there we have it, folks. All walls, interior walls up.
Every time.
Now, just gotta figure some stuff out for mistakes that we made. Or I should say I made, but stuff like we don't have a nailing surface here for drywall, so we'll get that fixed, and then we're gonna put some more anchors in these walls. I put the bare minimums in just to make sure I had enough. So now we're gonna go ahead and get more anchors in, because as you can see, this wall still moves. And there's a few other things I might want to get done. I want to change these headers out, which is going to be a pain in the behind. But as you can see, these are the same windows that are over there, and we used a 2x10 on the top. This was the first wall we built, and we failed miserably. I say that, but it wasn't a failure. We thought the height on these windows was the right height. That's why we didn't have room for a 2x10 up top. But I'm gonna put 2x10s in there. If I have enough 2x10s, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there for the headers. So every header looks the same, because I really don't like that. So we're gonna get that fixed up. But other than that, yeah, we're just gonna screw everything tight, put a million more screws in here, put a good amount of more anchors into the walls, and yeah, we are done with interior walls. How beautiful is that? Here you go. Here's the before view, and there's the after view. You can see the headers are way different, but I like these headers. But it was a pain, I'm not gonna lie. Had to cut everything roughly 1.5 inches, maybe an inch, little over an inch, I'll say. But I had to cut all of these down, cut them down, and then make our header and put it in there. So it wasn't easy, but we definitely got it in there. One more window to go. Well, we're all done. Let's go for a little walkthrough, huh? Come in our front door. This will be our kitchen area into the living room here. Big sliding door there. 2 windows on each side. Got a window in that corner. 2 big windows here. 1 window above the sink there. That's nice. Then we go into our hallway here. Bathroom on the left. Have a linen closet here on the right. This will be the first bedroom, or a guest bedroom, I should say. Walk-in slightly closet here. It's a pretty decent sized closet. Walk back out here. Another closet. Moving into, let's go this way. This is our mud room, headed out towards the garage there. This is our utility room. We'll hold all our water. Washer and dryer here. Well pump or well tank in here. Pump is in the well, of course. All our incoming or outgoing water to our bathrooms, kitchen, everything here. We have a drain in the middle of the floor. All of our underfloor heating system will be on this wall here. Nice big window in this room. Maybe solar will be on this wall here somewhere. Not looking bad. Come into the master bedroom. 2 windows looking at the garage, I guess, and then 1 beautiful window looking out on the pond out there. Come into the master bathroom. Shower here, toilet, vanity, walk-in closet here. Yeah, guys, that's the whole house. That is exactly what I planned. I guess there was a few minor changes. This hallway I widened a little bit. And now I couldn't really shrink this side because the bathrooms are over here. So the bathrooms are fairly tight as it is. So especially this bathroom, I could have shortened that closet a little bit, maybe made the walkway into that bathroom a little bit tighter, but I only scooched this side in just maybe an inch. This side, I shortened this bedroom quite a bit, and that really didn't affect anything besides the kitchen here, because we scooched this in about 6 inches. So we shortened that bedroom by 6 inches, and then we shortened our kitchen by 6 inches. And I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite me, but I really didn't. I mean, this hallway is I think the right size now. Before it was 3 feet wide, and it just seemed extremely tight. And I didn't want to have a hallway that I felt like I was running into a tight cave every time I went down the hallway. So a nice decent sized hallway made sense. And then the kitchen being a tiny bit smaller really doesn't affect anything. And then our dining room table will be somewhere in this area here. Living room, maybe TV on that wall, spread stuff out, who knows. But this is our mud room over here. I made this a little wider. So basically this was designed as a bedroom that of course didn't have this two feet and this extra here, but I shortened that because it's a utility room and it's not a bedroom. So a 10 by 10 utility room just seemed like to be the way to go. With our mud room here, for me, this will be my main entrance and exit. So I wanted to have coat racks and nice tile floor for a mud room. And then if I'm full of snow or whatever, I can walk into here, and we have a drain in this floor and I can leave everything in there. So yeah, guys, this has been a feat. There was some mistakes, of course, made, and a lot of fixing. It takes 3 times as long to fix a mistake as it is to just do it right the first time. I mean, it's a learning curve. So we got these windows fixed up. We got our 2x10 headers in there. But what I had to do was keep our window opening the same rough opening correct for the window. I had to cut the bottoms out as well, which was kind of a pain, but it's done now, and I'm glad it's done the right way. I was going to leave it the way it was, but in the long run, it would have been fine with the 2x6s, I'm sure. This is the gable end, so I don't think that would have pushed too far down on them, but I don't know. I feel more comfortable with the 2x10s in there, and that's, I'm going to be living in this house for the rest of my life, so I got to be able to be comfortable with it. These smaller windows, the 2x6s are fine. And the cool thing was 3 2x6s with a piece of foam matches perfectly the same size as a 2x6. So it worked out really well the way we did it. We did the same for these 2x10s across the way with a piece of foam in it, and it matches perfectly with that. We're definitely going to have to do something with these. As you can tell, we got quite the gap here. There's like a 1/2 inch gap between the 2x4s, so we'll have to fix that up. But in the long run, I'm super excited and super happy with the amount of work that has been done. I can't thank my mom and dad enough for being out here every day humping. We've been moving, so from sun up till late afternoon for sure. But yeah, I can't thank them enough.